Anapanasati Foundation course. It's so delighted to see good numbers joining, and I'm sure we are having a nice learning journey of this meditation course. So, before we get into the today's meditation and the concept discussions, let's have a quick recap as to what happened, what we covered and learned during the last 2 days of this course. So the first day we learned about how to meditate and why to meditate. We learned about the myths of various myths of meditation that we carry all around. We learned the right posture. Postures are very simple. Sit comfortably, take support of back if you want, clasp your fingers, place them on your lap, close your eyes, and start observing your breath. That's the right posture of the meditation. And of course, cross your legs too. Witness the breath. That's when we spoke about how witnessing the breath helps and why witnessing of breath is important. And once the meditation is end, we need to place your fingers before opening the eyes. Place your fingers on the eyes for about 5 to 7 seconds, and then slowly open your eyes with a smile as you're ready. So that's the typical procedure, the how to meditate. And then we discussed about benefits of meditation, various benefits, physical and non-physical. We then touched upon a little bit on common experiences of meditation, like typical sensations, feeling sleepy, etc. And then we went on to discuss why we are meditating. So we'll cover more in detail very slowly at your own pace. Day two, it was an interesting session, and we spoke about various brain waves. We spoke about the various states of mind during meditation. So Prithvi had explained us about the.
Sorry to interrupt you. Sunil, can you be a little louder?
Oh, okay, okay, all right.
Thank
Sorry
you.
about that. Yeah, thank you. So we discussed about various brain waves, various states of mind during meditation. But we took us through the states like beta, alpha, theta, delta, and gamma waves. And the ideal state of when we come out of meditation is typically alpha state of mind, where it's all whenever you're being in the present moment or with the with this moment, that's when we our brain is actually in alpha state of the waves. So with this, I think we can now start continuing on this day three. So I now invite Mr. Sampath to take over on the day three discussions. Over to you, Sampath.
Thank you, Sunil. Before we go ahead, I want to make sure if uh, the volume is fine. Yesterday we had an issue. So is that fixed now? Is it clear?
Yes, I can hear loud and clear.
Can you
Absolutely
hear
fine.
in chat from some participants?
Uh-huh.
Uh, yeah, volume is not an issue today. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, friends. So good morning once again for the day three of meditation. We are not talking anything much beyond meditation or states of meditation. We are not getting into any topics, at least for the first 3 days. We want to make sure we talk only about meditation, even as a topic. So first day it was, as Sunil said, was how to meditate. We need to know how to meditate. So we learned that. And day two, what we experience. Because the day we start meditation, we also experience sleep states and different states. So we need to know that that is quite natural, and we start from sleep to a super consciousness state to gamma, from theta to gamma in meditation. So yesterday Prithvi has given us idea about that. But before we start today's meditation, I want to reiterate one thing. Once we start meditation, we start being with breath, and then sometimes we get lost, we get into sleep, Sleep, you can't help it. But if you are aware, you are either with thoughts or with breath. You cannot be with both thoughts and breath at the same point of time. Remember this. So thoughts are always there, but during meditation, tell yourself, make an agreement with yourself that I will choose to be with breath. Make an agreement with yourself that because I'm sitting for meditation and it is my own intention to do this meditation, and meditation is nothing but being with breath, I will promise myself that I'll keep coming back to breath again and again. And if there are any volume issues during the meditation, and if you cannot hear my voice, just in case, I won't be telling anything other than bringing you back to meditation. So in case you don't hear anything, that's okay. If you're sleeping off, that's also fine. But in case if you feel that he said something we couldn't hear, I'll not say anything apart from come back to breath. So remember this, and please keep coming back to breath again and again and again. That's the key. So let's start, friends. Thank you, all those who are keeping their videos on. So can we start, Sunil?
Yes, Sampath. Let's start.
Yeah. So friends, 5 steps. We all know the 5 steps now. Sitting comfortably, Sthira Sukha Asana. Sukhasana. Sukha. You should be very, very comfortable. So comfort is very, very important. Just like the way we park our car and forget about it in a safe place. So we have to park our body in a very, very comfortable posture so that we can forget about it. Okay. So let's start. Step number 1. But before that, please remove the spectacles. All we are trying to do is just relax and get into a non-doing state. No effort, just relax. We start with the body. Clasp your hands, all fingers into all fingers. Cross your feet. And the most important, closing your eyes. Eyes are the doors of mind. Let's close our eyes as long as we are in meditation. Eyes should remain closed. Please observe your body for a minute. And let it relax. Relaxing is not an activity or action. It is just dropping all the activity that we can. For the next 35-40 minutes, let's just be here totally with ourselves. We are not trying to achieve anything, but we will attain peace, bliss, joy in this non-doing state. So let us do the right thing in a right way. Now slowly start observing how body is breathing. Come out of the misconception that you are breathing. No. Body is breathing. And you are the observer. Detach yourself from the body and become an observer. Leave everything else for now. Just the breath. Normal, natural breath. If you observe carefully, the ingoing breath is a little cool and the exhalation is a little warmer. You can see that at the nostrils. Without regulating or controlling the breath, be with each inhalation and exhalation peacefully, as totally as you can. Become more and more relaxed, comfortable, both in body and mind, with the help of breath. Be with the breath as if we are breath. And that is so true. We come with breath, we go with breath. Now let us be with breath. Anapanasati. There is nothing to think about breath. Observation and thinking are different. We are in a state of observation, and observation keeps us here, now, with this breath. And if thoughts arise, gently cut the thoughts and get back to breath. That's all, my dear friends. That's the practice. My dear friends, cut the thoughts and get back to breath, the normal, natural breath. Last 10 minutes, my dear friends. Don't go with thought. Enjoy being with your breath. Last 2 minutes, my dear friend. Slowly come back. Take your own time. When you're ready, unclasp your hands and gently place your fingers on your eyes for 5 to 10 seconds. And you can slowly open your eyes when you're ready. Very nice. We have finished 3 days of meditation. Sitting for meditation, we have done our part. Now the quality of meditation, it will increase all by itself. And you will see that. Today, I request Shibu to talk about breath. It's always around breath. So Shibu, please enlighten us about breath and also the experiences in detail when we are doing this journey with breath in meditation.
Absolutely, Sampath. Good morning, good evening, everyone. So as Sampath mentioned, today also we're going to focus on breath and on meditational experiences. This is not a new concept. We have been doing this. So when we first talked about it, at that point in time, we had not started the meditation, but we have now done 3 days of meditation. Let's go back and look at the slides. Sampath, can you see the slide?
Yes, Shibu.
All right. So as Sampath mentioned, today's topic is again on breath and experiences in meditation. So let's start. So this is what you're seeing now here is a very, very important question. So it was in my slide on day 1 as well, but I just felt that this is very, very important, and let's just revisit this again, look at this. So why do we use our natural breath for meditation? So this why part has to be absolutely clear to all of us, right? Because the reason for this is breath is the one thing which goes beyond the mind. So what is our goal? It is to get to a no mind state without any thoughts. So obviously we cannot use mind to do that, right? Because we are trying to get to a no mind state without the thoughts. So there are many other techniques like chanting a mantra, visualization, but the problem is these are still using the mind. So if you want to get into a state of no mind, we use the breath. So now that we have done 3 days of meditation, you might have seen that when you're 100% with the breath, there are no thoughts, right? We are conscious of the breath that brings us to the present moment, as Sampath mentioned when he started this call. So don't fight with the thoughts, right? Don't fight with the thoughts or use the mind. The key here is simply come back to the breath. All right. So as it says, don't force the breath or bear down heavily with your focus, right? The key is not to focus, but just to be a witness. Do not try to manipulate. The breath is, we are not breathing, we are not doing anything. So it is happening by itself, right? There is no effort there. So the key is it's happening, let it happen, be a witness, just a pure witness who is always behind the thinker. So let the flow be very, very natural. All right, so very, very important thing. So it can also correlate to some of the topics, some of the brainwave discussion which we had yesterday. The rhythm of our respiration has an intimate, natural connection with the negativities of our mind. For example, if our mind is polluted by negative emotions like anger, fear, etc., we can see that the rhythm of our respiration naturally becomes rapid or fast. So there is a direct correlation. Let's keep that in your mind. So one very important thing is that reading books cannot give anyone control over the breath. The key here is practice. So for example, to be a master of a sport, we have to get out there every day and practice. Cannot be a Sachin Tendulkar by practicing once in a while. Take it easy, right? Just relentless everyday practice. The same is absolutely true with meditation. So this is one of the reasons why it's a 21-day course to create the practice, which we have to follow every day. So you all might have seen this. It happens to all of us. The mind wanders off. So simply bring it back. There is no need to be discouraged, or there's absolutely no issues here. So if it wanders, we'll just bring it back. If it wanders 10 times, bring it back 10 times. 20 times, bring it back 20 times. So some days it will wander more, some days it will be less. It's just okay. Just be a pure witness. So till now, the key here is, till now we have been unconsciously being driven by the mind, but now we are aware of the mind and we know the thoughts. We are aware of the thoughts. Eventually, we can control and mind will listen to us. So that's the progress. So once we concentrate on the breathing in such a manner that it actually enables our mind to gather together all the scattered energies, right? This, as the slide says, makes it more steady and clear, which is a goal. Yeah, so it's a very important one. So as we continue to observe our close breath, the mind becomes more and more concentrated and the breath becomes more subtle. So what happens is, as we keep meditating, we will observe the gap between the breath. So once we do that, just need to enjoy that state. The key is not to force anything, just to be aware. The breath might become so subtle that it might appear that we are not breathing. It's all natural and will happen with our practice. So here is another key slide. So again, this one slide I had on day one as well. So you might remember that this is a way it starts with sitting for meditation, then there is sitting in meditation state and enjoying the meditative state. So since then, let's revisit this slide now, right? So since then, we have had a second day session where Prithvi walked us through the brain waves. So hopefully you can see the correlation and connection here, right? So when we are sitting for meditation and we are just starting the meditation, right? We might be, as Prithvi mentioned, in the beta stages, right? So that's the initial monkey mind, lot of thoughts. So as we are with the breath, slowly the body gets relaxed and the thoughts go down. So that's when we move towards the other states, which Prithvi talked about. So Prithvi, this might be a good time to bring you in if you can add some additional details on this.
Yes, surely, Shibu. Am I audible? Is my
Yep, you
volume good enough?
Yep, perfect.
Okay. Thank you, Shivu. Shivu, you just mentioned in one of the slide that the rhythm of the breath is connected to the negatives of the mind.
Yep.
Right? This one, yeah.
This one.
So
yep.
This is so scientifically true that whenever we have a lot of thinking in the mind and when we experience these negative emotions like anger, anxiousness, we are in the high beta. The body produces a lot of stress hormones in the body and the muscle starts getting tightened up, especially in the chest part. That is why the breath starts becoming faster and also the heart rate increases. So we are totally in the survival mode where we function from the limbic part of the brain. And we have to move from this limbic part of the brain to the relaxed state. And this can happen in a simple way by observing the breath. So, the breath in meditation, when we sit for the meditation, when we are in meditation, we start observing the breath and slowly start moving from the limbic part of the brain to the relaxed state of the brain, to the prefrontal cortex of the brain. So, what happens is we slowly start reducing the stress hormones in the body and we slowly reduce the brain frequency also. So, in meditation, the second stage that you have mentioned, sitting in the meditation,
Yep.
so we get into the alpha. Alpha state is the most relaxed state where happy hormones are released in the body. So, the muscle starts loosening up and the breath starts becoming more calm and also the complete body, all the organs starts settling down, it starts relaxing. So we get into that relaxed state. So the first two steps is to just settle down the body and the mind into the most relaxed state. After that, when we continue to practice to observe the breath, we get into a more relaxed and healing state, that is theta and delta. But in sleep, we are totally unconscious of these states, theta and delta. But in meditation, we can experience these states with awareness by being with the breath. And that is where you have mentioned the stage 3, enjoying the meditative state. So we can actually enjoy the state, this inner conscious levels and the collective conscious levels in the meditation by being aware of the breath. And it's not happening unconsciously.
Yeah.
And in this state, there are a lot of growth hormones released in the body. So these growth hormones help in rejuvenation and regeneration of the body. So it also helps us to experience these inner states, inner conscious levels. So the best, simplest, and most scientific way to experience all these different states of consciousness is to be with breath.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Prithvi. Very, very enlightening. And so all the more reasons to keep continuing our practice of meditation. So Sampath, would you like to add anything else to this?
Not at this point, Shibu. Please go ahead.
All right. Sounds good. Okay. So I think let's move on to the next state, which is the meditational experiences. and the various sensations, right? The various sensations which we feel due to the breath. There are various type of sensations and experiences. Let's look into that. All right. So first is body experiences, right? The body might become lighter, which is very natural and a common experience, right? The body is still, and the awareness is going beyond the body. So it's very natural that the body becomes lighter. So there would be movement, body. Second is the body movement. So here is during the initial days, it's very, very natural. The body isn't yet very still. So let it happen. Don't fight it. Just like everything else, don't fight. Just be a witness to this as well. So it will become, the body movements will come down. It will be still. So there are all things like the body temperature, body becomes heavy, back pains. All of this are okay. The back pains, so Prithvi kind of alluded to this. There is a lot of healing which happens during meditation, and the back pains, or the pain, headaches could be related to the healing as well. So it's absolutely fine. So the next is the emotional experience. Many people have reported, and we have all felt it, that you feel the joy, there is crying, tears. All of this are very common emotional experiences. Again, there is no reason to analyze why this is happening. This is just an emotion, and let it flow. Do not try to analyze. Let the emotion flow. Just come back to breath, right? That's absolutely what we need to do. Do not try to analyze why this is happening. So the next is the auditory experiences, some mystical sounds, om, bells, drums, buzzing, nature sounds. All these are very much natural and common. Next is the other sensory experiences. Some people might feel the feeling of a breeze, divine fragrances like agarbatis, and taste, dryness, excess saliva. If you're getting that excess saliva, just consume it. There's nothing else to be done in these things. Tingling of a skin, tingling around the between the eyebrows. Those are very, very natural. So again, the key is not to analyze, just observe and continue to be with the breath. So then the next is, the last one is the mind experiences, where we have, as we mentioned, tingling, itching, heaviness. So visions around white dots, black sky with stars, so many things. And one of the things here is the tunnel experiences, which is very, very common for many meditators. So again, this is an experience, but this is the most important. This slide is the most important one, where these experiences differ, right? You might or might not get it. The purpose of, or the point of this slide was to kind of landscape it out and just give an overview of everything, right? But it is not necessary that we need to experience it. It is absolutely not necessary. And the point is, do not glamorize it, right? If you observe it, if you experience it, just observe it, go back to the breath, just be with the breath. So the key is to go beyond the experiences, as the slide says. Observe, experience, let go. So we should absolutely not try to analyze. You should not judge, and definitely do not compare. So what is ours? Just experience, let it go, continue. So whatever has to be known will be known, right? We cannot analyze and find that out. So just go beyond these experiences. All right. So with that, just hand it back to Sampath. Thank you all.
Wonderful, Shibu and Prithvi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This information is required, and we are not revisiting these topics anymore in these 21 days. Friends, there are other kind of experiences that we can have in this call as well, in these sessions. For example, if you want to watch your mind, wherever you are not okay with the high volume, low volume, good music, bad music, nice topic, not so nice topic, or pleasant, unpleasant, all that is also mind. So please observe it, don't get identified with it. That's also a scope for practice. So mind works like this, like if you really want to complain, you will complain. You have a choice there. Okay, I accept it as it is and I'll move on. So neutrality, not getting into positive and negative, that's where you can actually come out of the mind. So Gautam Buddha has given us the technique of how to watch the mind, where to watch the mind, and how to come out of mind. We'll discuss about this in future sessions in 2 or 3 days. More in-depth knowledge we'll be sharing. So as of now, anywhere you are finding yourself getting into judgments, complaints, any kind of cravings or aversions, and lots of thoughts, all that is mind. So wherever you see these things, cut them, come back to breath. That's the practice. That is Anapanasati for us. And our founder, Brahmarshi Patriji, has given us 3 laws, 3 great grand happenings when we are in meditation. The first one is when we are with breath, the mind becomes empty. First one, I repeat, when we are with breath, the mind becomes empty. And when mind becomes empty, you start receiving energy, cosmic energy. So lesser the thoughts, more energy we receive. Okay, that's what happens in sleep as well. Thoughts come down, we go to a zero state, and we receive a lot of energy. By the time we get up, we are fully energetic. It's a natural phenomenon. But in meditation, it will be a conscious thing. Sleep is unconscious, but in meditation, we are trying to go to a zero mind, a thoughtless state, or a no thought state with the help of breath and receive energy while being conscious. And the third happening is when you fill yourself with energy, there are so many extrasensory perceptions, there are so many unused powers within us, they'll get activated. And he calls them as third eye, their ability to understand the non-physical things. Like you can see what of the things, but the understanding of why of the things is the real knowledge. That ability you will develop with the help of meditation. So we'll go deep into these subjects in the coming sessions. Now over to Sunil for Q&A.
Thank you, Sampath. Thank you, Shibu and Prithvi, for those insightful details. Yes, we'll quickly move on to the Q&A now.
Sunil, you need to be louder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, is it better now? Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Continue the same.
Thank you. So we'll now move into the Q&A. And for day 1, we had a couple of questions which got unanswered. And then we have few more questions for day 2. So let me pick the question from day 1. There are 2 questions asked by Mr. Rohit Malik and Dentil Nathan. I'm going to club this question because it is more or less on the poster. So Sampath, this question is for you. Why is sitting the best?
Your voice is going down again. Can you do something about it? I think his video is stuck. Shibu?
Yes, Sunil, can you hear us?
I think his video is stuck. He's stuck in Kerala in the red zone. Unfortunately, instead of Bangalore, he is stuck there. Shibu, by the time Sunil comes back, we have a question today from John. Can you read that out?
Yep, absolutely. So the question is, almost towards the end, both my folded legs experience numbness. So I have to unfold my legs. So what shall I do next time? And he's also saying that he's a senior citizen.
Yes. As I said earlier, comfort is the main rule. So you have to become comfortable. When your legs are becoming numb, you cannot continue meditation. So please feel free to move, change your postures as many times as possible to make yourself more and more comfortable. The stability comes on its own. Don't worry. So be comfortable. That's the only rule.
Absolutely. So Madhu is asking where we can see the slides. So we are working to get all these videos out. In a couple of days, we should be doing that. Any questions, please feel free to post it in the chat window and we can read that out. So the next one is from VK. I get sleep during meditation always. What is the solution? I know we kind of addressed this earlier, but I think it's a common question, Sampath. So
yeah, everything that has a beginning will have an end. In meditation, you start with sleep and you will see that you will come out of that. I suggest everyone to take early meals in the night if you are coming for morning meditation, and take full sleeps. If you're not sleeping enough, first thing that will come in meditation is sleep. So take full sleeps and come to meditation so that you have enough energy to stay awake. Thank you.
Yep. So we're also going to take a question from day one. This is from Rohit Malik. So why is sitting the best posture for meditation? Isn't the body more relaxed in the Shavasana, it's lying down?
Shavasana is the best posture for sleeping and relaxing. But if you want to stay aware, you see what happens is naturally, even if you start with Shavasana, I started my meditation in Shavasana. I didn't want to sit. So I thought, okay, people are asking me to sit, but I want to do my way. So I started in Shavasana. I felt very good, very peaceful. I was sleeping off, but after a point, my sleep is done. And after my sleep is done, I'm not comfortable in Shavasana anymore. I felt like sitting and doing it naturally. So that's when I understood that, okay, once you're done with sleep and once you have enough energy, body will choose to change its posture and it will become comfortable for you to sit and do it. So that's my experience.
Again, yep, absolutely. Thanks, Sampath. And again, I think Sunil is out from the red zone, is in the green zone now. Sunil, do you want to take over?
Yes, sorry about that. Yes,
No
yes,
problem.
definitely. Yeah, so there's another question, is should we sit erect? This question was asked by Senthil Nathan. Should we
Not
sit
required,
erect?
not required. You start with a comfortable posture and it will naturally become erect. So don't bother, don't worry. Energy and the state of mind, energy and the body are linked. Tomorrow I request Prithvi and Shibu to come up with a topic which covers mind, conscious, unconscious, subconscious, and linked to the body. Can you help me with that for tomorrow? Yeah, I answered the question, Sunil.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Sampath. Okay, we have a question from day 2. This is for Prithvi. And I think, Sampath, you could also add value on this. So this question was asked by Bharat. Which state is visualization that a lot of successful people practice? Is this visualization a monkey mind or an advanced meditative state?
That's a good question. Yeah, I'm not getting into it.
Yes. So, Sunil, actually, visualization happens in the alpha state. So, daydreaming and visualization are both right brain and left brain thinking. So, we are more alert, more awake, and both creative part and intuitive part and logical part are involved in the visualization. So, visualization is one of the technique where it helps us to become more creative. So that is the initial stage of the meditation. It's not the deepest state. It's the alpha state.
Okay, thank you. Couple of more questions for you, Prithvi. Can we measure our energy patterns?
Actually, there is some instruments which measure biofields, the aura of the body as well. So yes, we can do the measuring of the energy patterns of the body.
Okay, all right. So next question is asked by John. Master, almost towards the end, both my folded legs
Sunil,
experience numbness.
Sunil, we answered that.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay, okay. So the next question is Monal. I tend to control my breathing when trying to focus on breath. How do I go in the breath observation mode?
Stop focusing. It's not concentration. You are trying to become aware of something that is happening with you. You don't have to focus on it. Just stay relaxed. It's okay sometimes if you're not able to accept yourself. Don't be very particular that you have to be with each and every breath. It is a practice. It will improve on its own. So just first of all, be comfortable within yourself and observe as many breaths as possible, which you comfortably can. So relax more and you will improve.
Thank you, Sampath. Next question is from Advait. The question is, I have been having tinnitus for the past 11 years, and I am trying to cope with all situations in life. Last 2 years, I'm handling a teenager, which is even more difficult than tinnitus. I hope this meditation would help me control my anger and thoughts and give me a clear mind.
Yes, this is a medical related thing. We will come back to this question with some experts' guidance in the future sessions. Please keep the question. Sunil.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. I think, Prithvi, there are just a couple of more questions for you from yesterday's session. What is the energy flow that occurs? This is more related to the waves that you explained. So this question was asked by Chirish.
So we actually experience the energy in the body. So already what happens is the mind keeps wandering away. When we bring our awareness into the body, we start sensing the energies inside the body. So that is the energy flow that we sense while meditating.
Okay. Thank you. One more question, the last question from yesterday's session. It's a curious question. Normal population, till what level do they go? This was asked by Sasikala.
Is it about the brain states?
Yes. The different states that you explained, to what level a normal population would go.
So in normal routine also we experience all of these states. I said no, before getting up from the bed, from the sleep, we experience alpha state. In the sleep, we experience theta and delta state. So we experience all of these states naturally in our daily routines. But in the meditation, we consciously be aware of these states. So when we meditate for a very longer time, we can cross delta and get into the gamma state. So the gamma is one thing that we have to practice a lot to get into that state. Otherwise, till delta, we experience it in our natural daily life, with where all of us experience these states.
Thank you, Prithvi. I think I can take one more question. Sampath, maybe you can answer this.
Sunil, sorry to interrupt. Can we take the question from Dr. Jia?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Please unmute her.
Yeah. Hello, good morning, everyone. It's not actually a question, it's a request to Prithvi ma'am that I've already posted the question that can we have a table showing yesterday in your slides, in the first or second slide, you have shown that the frequency range and the pattern. So besides that, can you add one column and show us the impact on hormones of each state?
Surely, I'll do that and we'll share it on the Telegram.
And ma'am, please, yesterday, I'll just remind you, yesterday you said you'll be sharing some research paper for switching from delta to gamma. So I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, we have actually shared a research article in the Telegram group, if you have checked.
Okay, I'll just, actually, I joined the first day. When I clicked on the link, I joined the group, but now I'm not able to see the group. And if I'm clicking it again, it is not accepting. I don't know why.
Maybe Sunil can share the link of the Telegram here so that you can join. We have
no link is already there. Link is already there. The first day I joined, I could see the group, but now I'm not able to see the group and I'm not able to join it again. So I don't.
Sunil, can you take it up as an action item and fix it?
Yes, sure, Sampath. I'll look at it. Yeah.
Sunil will help you with that.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because we are running out of time, we have to conclude, but each and every question will be taken seriously, though it is not being answered today. We are making note of all the chat, and please don't worry, we will answer it in the later sessions. Thank you so much, and all of you have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a nice weekend.